JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, names of victims in Rum Lane shooting released. The identities of the men who were killed in a double murder in Rum Lane in the violence-plagued central Kingston community on Friday afternoon have been released by the police. The dead men have been identified as 24-year-old Ian Reed, otherwise called Tiki, and 28-year-old O'Shane Watson. It was reported that about 1:30 p.m., a gunman got out of a car on North Street and then walked onto Rum Lane where a group of people were sitting. He then opened fire, hitting 4 people, 2 fatally. The gunman then ran back to North Street and escaped in the waiting motor car. The injured people were taken to hospital, where Reed and Watson were pronounced dead. Watson's relative, who drove to the scene of the shooting, said that he was killed innocently, as he did not reside in the community or was involved in wrongdoings. Him don't live around here. Him come check somebody and dead with them. Gunman just come and shoot up the place and him get shot up. Pure innocent get shot, the relative said. Reed's mother was at the scene, and though she was saddened, said she would not shed a tear. "Me nah cry, me nah shed a tear. Him dead already and me nah cry," she shouted while being consoled by friends. Central Kingston has seen intense bloodshed, dating back to the last general election on September 3, where former national footballer Teddy Johnson was shot and injured in the space. On Tuesday, gunmen set fire to a tenement yard on Beeston Street and shot 1 man in the process, which resulted in more than 30 residents being displaced. The Prime Minister, while at the official opening of the Olympic Gardens police station on Wednesday, said, "No criminal must feel that they have the power to burn down people's house. It must never happen. And I've said to the Commissioner, no stone must be left unturned to find those who have done it. I am prepared, if advised, to call a state of public emergency in central Kingston to treat with those criminals." Curfew measures were imposed in sections of central Kingston before Tuesday's arson and shooting attack. 7 motorists arrested for evading toll fee. The police are reporting that 7 people have been arrested following complaints on the Toll Authority of Jamaica that some motorists have been evading toll payment at the toll plazas by tailgating legitimate toll users going through the toll booth in order to avoid payment. The police said officers from the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch conducted several targeted operations in St. Catherine on Saturday, June 12, where the 7 offenders were arrested and charged. They have been identified as O'Shane Johnson of Banbury District, Linstead in St. Catherine, who was arrested on 14 counts of breaching the toll in May 2021. Queen Campbell of Lemon Close, Lime Tree in St. Catherine, who was arrested on 6 counts for the breaching of the toll. Zidane Barnes of Westmead in St. Catherine, who was arrested on 1 count of breaching the toll. Jerome Brown, who was charged with breaching the toll 2 times. Jermaine Livingston, charged with 4 counts of breaching the toll. Roger Johnson and David Lumen, who was arrested and subsequently taken to court, where he was fined $5,000 or 10 days in prison for having breached the toll 5 times. The police said the men are scheduled to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court on Tuesday, July 6. Another 25 toll evaders have since visited the toll and paid over approximately $54,000 to the toll authority after hearing about the operations, the police said. Carpenter threatens to torch baby mother's house. A carpenter who assisted in standing the bail offer for his baby mother in 2016 found himself inside the prisoner dock on Thursday when she filed a report against him. John Moulton did not enter a plea to charges of malicious destruction of property and issuing threats when he appeared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court. On June 22, about 8 a.m., the complainant was at her home when Moulton arrived. She refused to let him in, and he began throwing stones, breaking 12 of her windows. He broke into the house, turned on the stove, and broke the face basin, toilet, stove, television, and a chest of drawers. He also cut items of clothing. Damage is valued at $300,000. It is alleged that Moulton threatened to set the complainant's home on fire and said, "You really call the police for me? Me go set up your life." The judge expressed shock after hearing the allegations. She added the fact that Moulton left the stove on and threatened to kill the complainant are causes for concern. Moulton is expected to return to court on July 12. Police High Command condemns cops killing. The police high command is condemning the killing of Corporal Devon Thomas, who was gunned down in Pepin, St. Andrew on Friday, July 2. It was attached to the St. Andrew Central Division. The Jamaica Constabulary Force family extends condolences to the family of Corporal Thomas. We know you're hurting, because the entire JCF is also grieving, the High Command said. Thomas was reportedly at a bar about 8:35 p.m. when he was shot by gunmen. He succumbed to his injuries at hospital. The police high command says a top-level probe into the circumstances surrounding the killing of Thomas has been ordered. The forces, Chaplaincy Services Branch and the Community Safety and Security Branch have been dispatched to the St. Andrew Central Division to give support to the colleagues of Thomas. Support has also been offered to his family. 4 new stations for firefighters by year-end, Mackenzie says. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Desmond Mackenzie, says by the end of the year, firefighters will be operating in 4 new facilities. The new stations will be in Montego Bay, St. James, Port Maria, St. Mary, Yala, St. Thomas, and Old Harbour, St. Catherine. During a visit to the Port Maria station on July 1, the minister said that the Jamaica Fire Brigade, JFB, performs critical functions for the safety of Jamaicans and at times is called on to assist in other islands, especially in times of disaster, and the government is putting the necessary investments in the operational facilities. Mackenzie said that while completion of the Port Maria station has been delayed, it is still running within the budget that was agreed to. Meanwhile, Mackenzie said that some 2,000 people employed by the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, and the Social Development Commission, SDC, will be monitoring entertainment events across the island. He said the monitoring will be to ensure that all events are done in keeping with established measures to control the COVID-19 virus and urge promoters to get the requisite approvals before they stage events, as the authorities will be enforcing the rules. The minister emphasized that the relaxing of measures under the Disaster Risk Management Act, DRMA, is not a free-for-all to have events when and how, and that the approvals will take some time, so persons must commence the process early. Welcoming the Port Maria station, Commissioner of the JFB, Stuart Beckford, said it will lead to an improvement in the morale of the men and women, and no longer will I be getting the complaints about leaking roof and inadequate space. Beckford said he is pleased that there are areas of physical activities for members of the service. Jamaica recorded 68 new COVID-19 cases, 2 deaths. Jamaica recorded 68 additional COVID-19 cases yesterday and 2 deaths, bringing the infection total to 50,310 and the total deaths to 1,084. According to reports in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the new cases comprise of 37 females and 31 males between the ages of 3-month-old to 91 years old. These cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 18, St. James 16, Westmoreland 10, St. Elizabeth 9, St. Thomas and Hanover 4 each, Clarendon and St. Catherine 2 each, Manchester, Trelawney and St. Mary 1 each. The country had 104 recoveries, bringing the total to 30,415, resulting in 18,448 active cases. Currently, 110 people are still hospitalized, 12 of which are critically ill, while 19 are moderately ill. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.